Can Peter Parker and Felicia Hardy work together to solve the crime of the century, or will they kill each other first? Well, let's hop into the pages of The Amazing Spider-Man issue number 9 and find out for ourselves. Alrighty then, so picking up from where the last issue left off, the newly reformed Thieves Guild has gone on an epic crime spree, stealing some items of most import to the hero community. In fact, they've basically gone all Grinch who stole Christmas on them, not just stealing stuff that they feel they could resell for a good sum of money, but stealing stuff because it was important to them, like Hawkeye's arrows or poor Squirrel Girl's squirrels. Spider-Man was dispatched by Tony Stark and the rest of the Avengers to hopefully get to the bottom of this crime, only he ends up coming face to face with Black Cat, a character whose morality has been kind of all over the place. In the previous issue, Spider-Man thought that Black Cat had broken bad all over again and was trying to kill him, only that slash across the face wasn't so much a "I'm trying to kill you" slash as it was a "hey, stop being a jerk" slash. You see, unbeknownst to our hero, when he was split from himself thanks to the genome accelerator, the more jerkish version of Spider-Man had actually tried to hit up Felicia and, well, made an ass of himself. Which, once again, Spider-Man must apologize for not being himself, and I mean, really, if it's not Dr. Octopus inhabiting his body, if it's not a clone for the millionth time, it's a genome accident. Begrudgingly, Black Cat does decide to help Spider-Man out on this one, and I mean, after all, being a super thief herself, surely she has the inside track to the Thieves Guild. Now, Mary Jane's in this comic too, and she actually has a very hard-working B-plot. You see, MJ ends up grabbing coffee with Carly Cooper, a former Spider-Man love interest post One More Day who's back in New York. Carly is happy that Mary Jane and Peter are seemingly able to work it out, but at the same time, she is kind of worried about all the stress that a superhero relationship can put on a romance. However, Carly says that she's found a lot of solace in a group called the Lookups. Yeah, essentially they're a superhero support group for those non-powered individuals who love super folks. Mary Jane gets an invitation extended to her, and as we eventually find out, the whole organization is run by Jarvis, and I mean, why shouldn't it be? He's been servicing and helping out the superhero community longer than just about anyone else, and he's paid the cost time and time again. The support group is completely self-sufficient and totally anonymous, with technology from Tony Stark scrambling the faces from each member of the group, and even Dr. Strange offers a small bit of amnesia potion to make sure no one can out anyone accidentally. This is a great scene, a veritable who's who of superhero supporting characters. Obviously, I can pick out Gank and Foggy Nelson. See who you can pick out. I'd love to hear it in the comments section. Now back over with Spider-Man and Black Cat, Felicia gives Spidey a little insight into her family's history with the Thieves Guild. Her dad was a master thief too, and someone who was quite superstitious. He was always sure to give a cut to the guild. Spencer also writes a pretty interesting backstory for the New York chapter of the Thieves Guild, saying they had their hands in such famous cons as the buying of the Isle of Manhattan and even the Lufthansa heist. Ooh, a Goodfellas reference, Joe like. Our heroes aren't going to have to look hard for the guild. After all, Felicia is a member in good standing and she knows exactly where all of the loot is being kept. By God, this warehouse has more superhero merchandise than superherostuff.com. That's not an ad, they don't actually sponsor me. Not yet, anyway. If you know anyone, be sure to give a good word for Joel. Now that they found the stuff, the hard part is going to be actually giving it back to the superhero community. Black Cat makes things a lot more difficult too, as she says she did half the work and because of it she's entitled to half the booty. Though I mean, really, who wants half of Wolverine's claws, half of Captain America's shield, and half of Squirrel Girl's, well, squirrels? Of course, the Thieves Guild and their new leader, Odessa Drake, aren't dumb. They are masters of taking stuff, and because of it, they know when their stuff is about to be taken. And why, yes, in case you were wondering, the punishment for robbing a thief is indeed death. So, that was Amazing Spider-Man issue number 9, everybody, and overall, it was a fun little story. It's nice to see Peter and Felicia repair their relationship. It's nice to see Black Cat actually have something of a direction again. It's good old-fashioned Spider-Man stuff. I will say, though, what I really enjoyed was the B-plot. It's nice to see Mary Jane actually have stuff to do independent of Spider-Man. And Spencer also puts forward a pretty interesting little thesis about why so many superhero relationships, including Spider-Man's, often fall apart, and that is because maybe the weight of the secret of a secret identity is too much for just two people to handle, and that if superheroes really want to build healthy relationships, they should build up good support networks. Ultimately, I'd feel comfortable giving this one a 7 out of 10. Enjoyable little story.
Hey there everyone, Cape Joel again. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, why not take a look at some of these other videos I have available from the channel. Then you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Cape Joel, so you're always up to speed on what I'm doing next. And hey, if you're feeling in a charitable mood, why not check out my Patreon page. Patrons get exclusive access to videos and content before anyone else, and you can do so for as little as $1 a month. So, until next time everyone, this has been Cape Joel, and I will be continuing to make more comic book videos that smack of greatness. Bye-bye.